Hey everybody, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we are jumping right into something that is totally reshaping the world of money as we know it, sustainable finance. This is a massive shift in how we think about risk, value, and what it really means for a company to be successful in the long run.
So let's just kick things off with a pretty big question. Is profit the only thing that really matters in business? For a long time, the financial world pretty much screamed yes. But you know what? That answer is changing fast, and for some really good reasons.
For decades, finance had a super simple rulebook. The main goal, and honestly often the only goal, was to make as much money as possible for the people who own stock in a company. The shareholders. That was the game. That was the undisputed rule.
And this right here really shows you the heart of that change. On the left, you've got the classic model, shareholder capitalism. All about the money, all about the returns. But the new reality, the one we're living in now, is over on the right, stakeholder capitalism. This idea says, hey, wait a minute. A company has a responsibility to its employees, its customers, its community, and yeah, the planet. Its success is tied to all of them.
So why the big shift? What happened? Well, our reality changed. Today, ignoring things like climate change or social issues isn't just a moral problem. It's become a huge financial risk. That old profit at all costs model? It's quickly going out of style.
And these risks are no joke. They can absolutely cripple a business. We're talking about massive damage to a company's reputation, hefty fines from regulators, and huge investors just pulling their money out. All of that can completely destroy a company's value over time. And this is where our big idea comes into play. Sustainable finance theory. It's basically the playbook that deals with all these new risks. How? By officially mixing in environmental, social, and governance factors, what everyone calls ESG, right into the heart of every investment decision.
Okay, so what in the world is this ESG thing I keep mentioning? You can think of it as the practical toolkit for sustainable finance. It's how we actually measure a company's performance on stuff that isn't just about profit. So let's break it down.
First up, we've got E for environmental. This is all about a company's footprint on our planet. It asks the tough questions, like how much pollution are they creating? Are they gobbling up natural resources? How smart are they about using energy?
Next, we have S for social. This is the people part of the puzzle. It looks at how a company treats its own employees, how it interacts with its customers, and what kind of impact it has on the local communities where it operates.
And finally, there's G for governance. Now, this is all about how a company is actually managed. Is the leadership team ethical? Are they open and honest? Do they hold themselves accountable? This is really the bedrock that everything else is built on.
So when you bring these three pillars together, the environmental, the social, and the governance, investors get this amazing 360-degree view of a company's real health. It's not just about the numbers anymore, it's about the whole story, the good and the bad.
Okay, so that's the theory, but how does this all work in the real world? Well, this is where it gets really interesting. We're talking about a fundamental change in how money flows around the entire planet, a change that's already worth tens of trillions of dollars.
What's happening in practice is that investors are now taking the usual financial numbers, profits, revenue, all that stuff, and they're layering a company's ESG score right on top. This method, called ESG integrated analysis, lets them see hidden risks and find cool new opportunities that the old way of doing things would have totally missed. And because investors are asking for this, we're seeing this huge explosion of new financial products. Things like green bonds, which raise money specifically for environmental projects, or ESG funds that only invest in top-rated sustainable companies. Money is literally being directed to build a more sustainable world.
And it's not just investors driving this. Governments are getting involved too. Regulators are creating new rules of the road for the finance industry, forcing companies to be more transparent about their climate risks. It's no longer enough to just say you're sustainable. Now you've got to prove it.
So when you put all these pieces together, it becomes really clear that we're forging a brand new definition of what a successful business even looks like. It's not just about what you earn anymore, it's about how you earn it and the kind of impact you have while you're doing it.
And check this out. For the companies that really get this, the payoff is huge, and it goes way beyond just feeling good. We're seeing that sustainable companies often find it's cheaper to borrow money, their customers are way more loyal, they're better protected from future shocks, and at the end of the day, they just build a stronger, more lasting business.
I think this quote just nails it. The old fight was always profit versus the planet. But the new reality is that long-term profit and long-term sustainability are completely connected. You really can't have one without the other anymore.
And that brings us to this final, really powerful idea. For forever, finance has been obsessed with one thing: return on investment, or ROI. But sustainable finance is adding a second crucial yardstick: return on impact. This doesn't just measure the money you make, it measures the positive good you create for society and the environment too.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. In a world that's facing some pretty massive challenges, from climate change to social inequality, the way we answer this question is going to shape everything. So what is the true value of a company? Thanks so much for watching The Explainer.